Actually, you would only need 2.
You know, here we are busy at work with Larry Conrad and Galen Cryer. You know, we had a hunt with United States Outfitters, and you might be wondering what we're doing right here, but we're actually putting a real tail on the back of a decoy, and you're gonna see some good results. Now that looks good.
I take a tie wrap in case we need to do the leg.
Early the next morning, we were busy at work. We had spotted a tremendous whitetail, and we're getting the decoy, putting it out. There's Larry and Galen right there setting the decoy up. And actually behind the decoy, we also had a buck. You know, I'm up a little bit further on the hill, and you can see I'm starting to build a little ground blind. These deer are in the wide open of the Kansas plains, and let's just see what happens.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
Early the next morning, we see the buck that we're after. This deer is absolutely huge.
We've just spotted this buck from last night. He's moved down about a half a mile. He looks like he's by himself. So what we're going to try to do is get set up here next to this field and see if we can't round him up. But this deer is absolutely huge. He's right there. That middle of the field.
Look at this giant Kansas buck.
He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. We'll just have to try to get a shot through the fence.
When I first spot this buck, he's over 600 yards away, and he comes straight into the rattling horns. That grunt drew him right in. Look at the size of that rack. My heart's going 90 to nothing. And there's that barbed wire fence. Back. What a big deer. About right in here where we're standing, but here's the arrow
fletchings are all kind of boogered up in here. There's the one blade that you can see. It's got a little bit of dent into it where it hit the barbed wire. The other blades look good. It's just that one blade right there. I'm just absolutely, you know, it's unexplainable. It's, you know, I came on again. I told Jason. I said, you know, got this barbed wire fence to contend with, and I couldn't get up to it because it's not a lot of cover. And I opted to stay back just a little bit, which I did, and had a perfect shot at him, and it was going right there. And next thing I heard, ding! I see the arrow skipping across the ground. So, you know, one thing about hunting it, which really makes it neat, you know, this is a valuable, and I don't say a learning experience because I knew the barbed wire fence was there, but anytime you have an opportunity to hunt a trophy whitetail like that, you know, Kansas has a lot of whitetails, and you know, I'm not really upset or mad, even though I'd like to have had that deer, but you just got to be thankful for the opportunity. I just wish the opportunity was my hands around it right now, but that's part of hunting. 25, 30 yards. There's no cover between there.
Yeah.
I missed him right here. I didn't miss him. You'll see the arrow. It went straight down. I tell Jason, did I not, Jason?
Yeah.
I said, I got that fence. I'm gonna have to shoot through that fence before he ever got to us. And I couldn't get up to the fence because he heard horns. He's coming, and that fence is no cover. I didn't hit hard.
I was gonna say, it's so calm out.
I said,
Here he is.
Jason, he's coming. I said, I know.
Now, Richard, this is a low area in here. About a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, we got some rain in here. We got some new forward growth coming in. It's kind of locating these deer in here. I've been scouting in here, and there's probably 5 or 6 really nice bucks. One in particular I think we're going to be after. Okay. We're going to try to get him within bow range and see what happens.
Well, I know him when I see him.
You'll know when you see him. Okay. I tell you what, let's go ahead and get to the stand.
Okay, let's go.
Longtime friend Richard Reed from Mississippi and King Ranch guide Junior Field find themselves in hot pursuit after a big antlered buck that Junior has been seeing on a regular basis. Junior feels like this buck will gross easily in the 180s. Junior and Richard start the evening off with plenty of deer activity. As the sun begins to set, Junior spots some large antlers in the brush.
You see him over there? Okay.
I would say he would gross in the 180s. Take your time, Richard. Oh no, right over his back.
You missed him, Richard. You missed him.
What'd I do? Over his back?
Over his back. He jumped your string.
Junior. What, I judge him wrong?
I think so. I think he was closer than what you think.
I shot him for 27 or 8. Man, what a buck.
He's a monster, isn't he?
That's the best deer I've ever seen.
He's huge.
Much less ever seen with a bow in my hand. You don't get a chance at those things very often.
As you can imagine, Richard is down in the dumps about missing this buck, but he stays optimistic and continues to try to hunt the deer. But how many times do you get a second chance on a buck like this? Well, guess what? Richard does.
I'm sorry, man. It had to be a bad day for you.
Man, I cannot believe how many things can go wrong with one deer. 3 different times we had the camera malfunction. It ate 2 tapes. I've got deer all around me. trying to get the camera straightened back out, and this man steps out. Good gracious. And of all the times, look at this deer. It couldn't have happened at a worse time, not from a cameraman's point anyway.
That's got to be a nightmare. I mean, a cameraman's nightmare, because this thing is huge. You don't see that many deer like this, and you got it on video, or hope to get it on video, and the camera won't work.
We've already put the tape to this deer, and the deer gross is non-typical 187 and 6/8, and he nets non-typical 185 and 1/8. His net typical 10-point frame is 166 and 4/8, and to best of my knowledge, this is the largest bow kill on King Ranch, if not the top 2. Exceptional animal.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man.
Yes, sir.
Gee, thanks for putting it on.
Yes, sir.
Now let's join Scott Schultz, the maker of the scent blocker suit. Scott has bow hunted for years, and he is known within the industry to be a great shot. This windy day in northeast Montana will definitely test his archery ability. Cameraman Glenn Garner and Scott had hung these stands from some prior scouting they had did before the hunt. And as you can tell, they're definitely in some action. After being in the blinds about 2 hours, this handsome mainframe 10-pointer starts working by their stands. Perfect shot. Anytime you make a shot like that, you can guarantee that that deer will not go far.
Boy, he's a dandy. Let's go have a look at him. He's right up here.
One of the reasons for these large antler bucks is what Scott's walking through. Look at all the lush alfalfa these deer have year-round.
Wow, look how heavy he is. Oh, good shot. I cannot believe this great big deer. Put a great shot on him, and he just hung in there. He just stayed up. Definitely through top of, right through the middle of both lungs, actually, just great shot. And boy, he's a big, tough, beautiful deer. Look how massive he is.
Well, you guys know I'm a big race car nut and won a lot of races, whatever, but what I really enjoy outside of racing, other than family, is getting out and hunting whitetail. Now, here where we're at today, it's cold and it's windy, and we're going to do some great whitetail hunting here in Iowa, but you know, that's what you got to do to get the big ones, get the nice deer, is go to a place like this. This is a great farm up here in Iowa. We're supposed to get up to a lot of wind this afternoon. The wind's already started. We're gonna get in this box blind to be out of the wind. It's gonna be some high winds. They're calling for 70-mile-an-hour winds this afternoon. That's a high wind. I don't think it's gonna be that, but it's really gonna be cold, windy. We're gonna go get in this box blind, see if we can see what's gonna happen over here on this food plot.
This was absolutely the hardest hunt to edit this year, knowing that our buddy Dale won't be joining us in hunting camp anymore. And Dale, we're really gonna miss you in camp, and this hunt is something we'll really cherish. This is a side of you that not many people had a chance to know. Dale Earnhardt, the sportsman, the hunter, the outdoorsman.
Can't see them from the house, so you got to be in the deer stand to see them. So we're here fighting the cold again. Hot hands. You think it's cold here? It's like 5 or 6 degrees right now, and the wind chill's probably about 20 below right now, and it's supposed to go down to 30, 38 below. It's pretty cold this afternoon. We don't know if the deer's going to move with all this wind, but we have confidence that they will, so we'll see what happens. Just another piece of corn they see. Run to the next corn, they think there's another. They're trying to get down out of the wind.
We've entitled this hunt Dale's Last Trophy, and it's almost fitting that the conditions were so rough and so tough that Dale overcame 30 below wind chill factors.
It is cold and windy. Turkeys can't even walk, it's so windy.
He enjoyed overcoming the challenges.
Here he goes, watch him land now when he's
of almost unbearable circumstances.
About another half hour, we're gonna start seeing some deer. There's some deer moving through the trees down there, coming up behind the fence. Oh, there's a nice deer there. There's a wide deer. Come on up here where I can see you, buddy. Oh, he's gonna follow them does on up that edge. That's that 10-pointer. That's a 10-pointer. He's nice. He's wide.
Outside of spending time with his wife and his children, and certainly standing in winter's circle, we feel like Dale was happiest when he was hunting, when he was outdoors, experiencing God's great creations. It brought out a side of Dale that we grew to love over the years, and it's something that we will miss dearly down the road. But we will never, ever forget all the great, great times we spent with Dale.
Oh, he's chasing a doe. There must be some does still in heat. There they come. They're coming across the fence. That's too far out. Come this way. Don't go too far. He's too far up right now. It's too windy. I'm not going to take a shot. Just wait till he comes, see if he comes back down this way.
This, my friends, this 10-pointer is Dale's last trophy.
He's going up on the edge of the corn, above the corn, and you can't see him now. The other deer's down here close enough. He might come through the corn. Let's see. Wait. All right, now he's in range now. Yeah, I can take it from here. He went down. He's down.
What an awesome shot in such high winds.
He's down. Oh man. Pretty, oh, look at this. Oh man. Oh. Whew. Talking about it being cold in Iowa. It's cold. It's pretty awesome deer hunting. You gotta be tough to do it. This is a nice 10-pointer. He came out late. We didn't think this was gonna move. It's a heck of a wind this afternoon. Good Iowa hunt. This is one of the best hunts I've ever been on. Great hunting. My buddy Ned Yost got a nice deer, and Jordan got a nice deer. I finally got a nice deer.
Dale, my friend, thanks for all the great memories.